Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself. Today I'm just hanging out with my dog. I want to talk about the energetics of healing. And so the first thing we need to do when we think about getting into the energy of healing is getting present. We all know what it's like to give ourselves permission to physically relax. So maybe we sit down by the fire, or we grab a pillow, we lay down on it. We sit down, we lay down, we put our feet up, and maybe you do this at the end of the night when your to-do list is done, and you say, okay, I'm giving myself permission to flop down on this couch or this bed and physically relax. And we also want to be relaxed mentally and emotionally. So the same way that you give yourself permission to sit down, to lay down like this dog here who's totally relaxed in her bed, she's given herself permission to fully relax, you need to give yourself that same permission to relax mentally and to relax emotionally, to let the emotions fall away and to let the mental thoughts and chatter fall away, to set them down, as if you're just setting it down and you're giving yourself permission to fully just lounge and relax. And when we do that, that is coming into the present moment. That is being presenced. When you let go of everything that you're holding, physically, emotionally, and mentally, we just set it down like suitcases. Set down the luggage, set down any weights that it's causing you. Just give yourself permission to let it go. That in itself, that is the essence of being present. That is the energy of healing. And so a lot of us will do this instinctively in our beds before we go to bed at night, or when we flop down on a couch to watch a show, or even when we're sitting in meditation. Although sometimes we start to pick things back up when we're purposely trying so hard. But when we're not trying at all and we just give ourselves permission to let everything go, that's when we're actually the most present. So the reason we start with getting present is because when we set everything else down that we're not, because we're not the thoughts, we're not the emotions, and we're not our physical body, then we can hear and see more clearly what it is that we are. And we are a fractal of God. We are a piece of divinity itself. We are connected straight to source. And so the reason for getting present is setting down the physical body, giving it permission to be, setting down the emotions, giving them permission to just let go, and setting down the mind, all the chatter and everything going on. And when we set these things down, because we are none of these things, right? We're not the body, we're not the mind, we're not the emotions. We can sense what it is we are. We can feel that direct pathway up to the divine, which is where the healing takes place. So that's why we meditate. Now, it doesn't have to be in a formal meditation practice, because you can access the divine anywhere when you just let go of everything that you're not. So when you give your permission to your physical body, your emotional body, and your mental body to relax, to let go, just turn that all off. Whether it's in a formal meditation practice, whether it's as you're drifting off to sleep, waking up in the morning, or whether it's if you're just sitting down in thought or out in nature for a walk, doing the dishes, drinking a tea. It could be at any moment where you connect, you have this connection to your true self, right? Which is part of the divine, which is a piece of God. When you connect to your true self, and only you know when this happens, even in a formal meditation practice, you may not connect to the divine because you're too busy trying to tell yourself to empty your mind and to not to think of this and to not think of that, and you're not really giving yourself permission to set it all down. So at any time during the day or in a moment, you may relax fully, mentally, emotionally, and physically. This is your moment to connect to your true self, to who it is that you truly are. And normally we're given a whole bunch of energy, in this body, in this lifetime. We're given energy, prana, chi, whatever you want to call it, to create, to live our life, to think, to emote, to feel, right? To do physical things. So this energy that we're given in order to live our life moves our physical body, helps us emote and have emotions, helps us think and create. But when we misuse it, when we're not using it to be who we truly are, to bring our true gifts and talents and abilities to the world in our truest capacity of who and what we are, which is actually the essence of love, when we're misusing it and just using it to think about things that stress us out and doing to-do lists and getting caught up in emotions that aren't meant for us in situations and misusing our physical bodies to do all these things, and that's not the essence, that's not the true nature of ourselves coming through. The real true you, the essence of who you are, to be able to live as a soul here on planet Earth and do and be you. Then we drain our energy. We drain this energy away when we use the physical body and the emotional body and the mental capacities that we have to be who it is that we're not, to do all the things that aren't really truly calling to us on our heart, right? Then our energy begins to drain and we don't have enough left over to access the true nature of ourselves, to be who it is that we are. Because we're too busy doing things that people expect of us and things that need to get done and running the hamster wheel on both ends, right? Burning the candle at both ends, as they would say. To just do tasks, complete tasks, get things done. It's not really contributing to your purpose or to your being or filling you up, fulfilling you, adding to a purpose, making you happy. So we're misusing these gifts that we've been given, our mind, our emotions, our physical body, which is really just to express the true nature of what and who we are, the truest nature of ourselves here on Earth. We use these energies for things that aren't really truly who we are. We use these energies and they drain from us. And we feel exhausted, we feel tired, we feel run down, we feel unfulfilled, we feel unhappy, we feel depressed, we feel lonely, we feel scared. When we let these denser energies weigh us down, we can't access healing from this space. So when you're fully present with yourself, you're naturally being who you are. You're naturally commanding your energy to be who you are, right? That's when people say they get lost in the flow, they fully are enjoying themselves, they're fully in their power. So it doesn't mean that you need to not do anything that's stressful or that you need to not live in this world. That's not what this means. This means that, you can do anything. Athletes or surfers or business people or people writing a book or whatever, they can be working hard, long hours, focused, concentration. But when it aligns with who they truly are, when they're fully in their own power, their energy isn't being drained. Their energy is being given as a gift to the world because their energy is being channeled and it's coming from their true self, who they are. So they're able to do anything, work on projects that fulfill them. You can be doing physical tasks, emotional work, mental things that challenge your mental capacities, and you feel an excitement, you feel an enthusiasm, creative juices, passion, you're in the flow. All of these things are driving you forward. Your energy is not being stolen from you. You're not wasting it. You're channeling it into a creation, which is you, an expression of you. So even though the painter is not the painting, you are not that thing which you are creating. You are, in essence, the creator, the divine creator, the piece of creation that is channeling your gifts and talents and work to the world, but from an authentic place, from a place that is present. So you could even be in a form of a meditative state or a meditation as you're channeling and giving lots of energy to the world, either physically, mentally, or emotionally. It's not about not giving. It's not about not doing anything. It's like, but you've set down the things that don't matter, the physical things, the mental things, the emotional things, and you're working through your true self. So you can work hard and long hours and it still feels invigorating and exciting, and you feel like you're on the flow. You feel happy, you feel exhausted in a good way at the end of the day. Like, that was amazing. You're fulfilled, you feel love, you're expanding out, you feel an expansion, you feel a joy, a rising up. This is your true essence. This is your true energy. This is the true self, the one that is the piece of the divine that is creating what it was meant to create here on earth. So when I say that we need to get present, it doesn't mean that we need to sit in a meditation for hours and hours a day as a monk in the mountains in Tibet and not speak to anyone in order to get present, although that will work. Setting down anything mentally, emotionally, and physically that is draining us just means allowing yourself to come into complete presence. And it's from this energy that we can create the most amazing things, right? That the painter can paint the painting, that the writer, the flow of the writer can create the movie or the book, and the creation just flows out of them, right? That the athlete can do these amazing things. From this energy, from this presence, this is the spot where we can also heal from this place, from this energetic place. Getting present is giving yourself permission physically, mentally, and emotionally to set everything down that isn't the real you, and command your energy for healing. So I really want you to get this, and the reason I'm belaboring this point is because this matters. This is the state in which you heal from. It really truly matters, so I want you to understand it. When you are in your true present self, when you are truly present, you can do and access anything from this state. Nothing can touch you, not this chronic illness, not your diagnosis, not anything physical, mental, or emotional can take you down, because you are standing in your full power. You are in your full, true power, and you are the creator, and you are the most powerful being because you come directly from God. When you are standing in your true power is your truest nature, your presence. This is the energy that you heal from. So when you begin to sink down into your story of identification, when you begin to identify with your ego construct of the creation of you, who you've created, your beliefs, your stories, your worldviews, your values, who it is, who and what it is that you are. This is only an ego construct. You've created this character which is not the real you, because you are none of that. When you start to misidentify with your ego, with the construct and the story of who it is that you are, you get further and further away from who it is that you actually truly are, your truest self, without your ego, without the story, without the worldview, without the patterns, without the habits, without the behaviors, without all these thoughts and emotions and stories and baggage and things that have added up to the story of who you are. So when we create, or when we do anything, whether it's think or emote or do something physical with our body, when we're expressing who we are from the authentic self, and we're in our true power, we have no limitations. But when we act from our ego, our our basically, which is our limitation story, when we are acting and doing and expressing ourselves out of this limitation story that we've created for ourselves, we cannot be all that we can be. So the action that we take must be aligned with our true presence, with our true self. And it's not that we have to push or try or try to heal or push to heal or do all these certain things. It's just like when you access your true power, your true nature, your true knowing, and you do everything from that state rather than your limitation story state, which is from your ego and your identity that you've created, then you're free. Then you're accessing all that you are that is limitless and is powerful. And that's how you hear those stories of spontaneous remissions or miraculous cures or whatever it is with healing, right? The people who channeled the healing and healed themselves even when doctors said it wasn't possible. That happens because they weren't acting from their limitation story. They weren't acting from that construct, that story where they didn't think it was possible. They were acting from a knowing their true self that they're limitless, that everything's possible. Healing isn't easy, and healing is a long, lonely journey. It is the true hero's journey. Okay, and we're going to talk more about that. I used to be a writer, so the hero's journey is a really important concept and has been in my life. But facing yourself when you have mental, emotional, and physical pain, symptoms, sensations, illness, you can heal that because that is not who you are. But you must believe, you must be coming from the truest part of yourself, that you know what your intention is. If your intention is to heal, the will power that you have inside you, I will heal. I will do this. Nothing can stop you or break your will. Nothing. If you believe it, I believe this is who I am. And if you stop identifying with the ego, limiting mind, the construct, and everything that it will put you through on your healing journey, and you just hold your pure intention from your pure true self, and you take action, and you align your energy here, and you take action from this place of true, I am willing to experience anything, to face anything, to face my shadow, to face my symptom, to face my sensations, to do whatever it is I need to eat, do, take, whatever. This is my mission, this is my alignment, this is my true self, this is my purpose, this is who I am, this is what I'm gonna do. And you hold it here, no matter what your ego and all your limiting stories and beliefs and everything try to tell you, you hold it here and you don't let the ego break you, you don't let your limitations break you, you don't let all the problems and the stories and the previous beliefs and your past history and all of that break you from your true alignment to your true self, because that's the energy that heals. And when we are able to stay in this energy and face all the things, no matter how painful, dark, scary, fearful, depressing, alone, whatever it is, and you are able to face that because you know from a place of knowing who you are, that you are going to do this. You will it to happen. You will heal. This is the energy, the essence of you, of your true self. It is none of those other things. And so that is why getting present, coming into presence, is one of the first and most important things that we can do to heal. And you can have practices and tools and techniques and meditation, and the longer you sit there, the more you will realize that you are none of those things. You are none of those stories. You are not the past. You are not the beliefs. You are not the limiting stories. You are none of it. You are much greater. You are connected directly to source. And when you align your energy here, you can overcome anything. You can do anything. And when you persist long enough, your body will follow. Everything will follow your truest and highest intention. And if that is to heal, I will heal, and you hold it here, then your body will have no choice. It might put you through, your mind, your body, your emotions might put you through hell on this lonely, difficult road. But you have to remember you are none of those things. And if you can remember that and come from this true essence of who you are, with an intention, a deep intention, and using your energy to align with that intention of what it is that you want, then it is inevitable that you will get it. Just do not get caught up in all the things that you are not. You are none of those things. You are going to heal. You will heal. You can heal. You are connected to the energy and the power. And when you are your true power, when you have that true knowing, when you hold your truest self, your truest, most powerful self, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. I promise you. So this was a very important video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit like, please subscribe. Remember how important and key this is, and I will see you in the next video.